Okay, so we're also talking about the top 5 must-haves in a house. When you're sitting and having a consult, have a little paper and pencil and write down these top 5 must-haves. And you're going to ask them, so what are the top 5 must-haves in a home? It'll help me search and help make sure I'm showing you things you really want to see. And they're going to tell you, well, most of them are going to stutter and stammer a little bit. They haven't really thought about it quite so directly and almost, I would say, practically. They have some sort of romantic vision of the right house, but they don't really have a practical, understanding of that necessarily. So, but they'll say things to you, well, it has to have a nice kitchen. And great. What's a nice kitchen to you? Help me understand. What colors are the cabinets? What are the countertops like? Is it a kitchen that's open to the other parts of the house, or is it a kitchen that's more apart from the other part of the house? Is it got room to sit and eat in the kitchen? You see the point? Get them to really understand, does it have lazy Susans, or does it have pots and pans hanging on from the ceiling or above the stove? What's a nice kitchen to you? And get them to really articulate. So they say a big backyard. Okay, big like 50 feet wide and 100 feet deep big, or like an acre big? So, help them get real specific in what makes their top 5 must-have list. And it may be how far it is from work, right? It may be certainly what price point, and the number of bathrooms and bedrooms. Does every bedroom need its own bathroom, or can we have 3 bedrooms and 1 bathroom? Or, how does this? What are the top 5 must-haves in very practical language? And then, somebody though will say, well, it has to have all of these, 12 things. Okay, great. So you list all 12 of them and say, okay, but my question is, what are the top 5 must-haves? As we prioritize the list here, what are the absolutely essential top 5 must-haves? Because there's no such thing as a 100% house. There just isn't. That doesn't exist. That's a fairy tale, not reality. And so I'm just trying to find, but you can have the most important things, the top things, your highest priorities. We want to make sure you get 100% of those. So what are they? And then you ask them to really prioritize. And then, by the way, somebody will give you the top 5 must-haves, and you'll ask them questions, you'll interact, you'll get them on paper, and then they'll be driving, you'll go see some houses, and it'll have all 5 of their top 5, but then they go, but it doesn't have an attached garage. I want an attached garage. Oh, see, because that wasn't, all right, you want attached. Which of your top 5 are coming off the list if it has to have an attached garage? And basically, you're trying to give them a reality check at that point and kind of hold their feet to the fire, because there will be what, like a creep, of the scope of work, if you will. But if you have that top 5 list and refer to it often, say, hey, I took a look at some homes on the MLS that really, I think, hit your top 5 must-haves, and I'd love to show them to you this Saturday if you have time. Say around 10 or 11, or is the afternoon better? But the point is, refer to the top 5 list more than once so that they know you're really after what it is they told you they were after. Okay, go get them.